Hey everyone, welcome to the video of the week. Today's video of the week is WWE Super Showdown match coverage. So let's get started. And then I have another special thing I wanted to show you guys that I kind of briefly hit on Facebook. And if you guys didn't realize, I do own a couple of animals, and I did show them to you guys. You guys already know I have Blade, Allie, which are my skinny pigs, Casper, which is my other guinea pig. I got Jay, a hamster, which is a winter white hamster. But there is some other members of the family that you really haven't seen. And you also know I have a beta named Pennywise. But there's two members of the family that you haven't met. I don't believe you met Lilith, which is my fancy bear hamster, sometimes referred to as teddy bear hamster. The reason why that is because she looks and pretty much acts almost like a baby bear, and it's really cute. She's actually sleeping right now, so I don't want to wake her up. That's something I don't want to do. But if you guys look up a fancy bear hamster, you'll definitely get to see. She's black and white, and she's a little bit bigger than what Rockstar is. She's definitely longer and bigger. Oh, actually, she's just woke up, so I might be able to show you guys. I don't know if you can see her, but she's in there. This is her cage down here. She's actually on her wheel, but I don't know if you guys can see her. Because where her cage is a little bit dark right now. And then I also have another guinea pig, which I want to tell you the story in a little bit about him, but let's get into the actual video of the week purpose here, which is the Super Showdown. So these matches will not be in order from which they happened, but let's get started. We had the SmackDown Women's title match, which was Becky Lynch versus Charlotte in a singles match, in which Charlotte won the match by disqualification because Becky Lynch used the championship belt to retain the title, because if you get disqualified, then the other opponent does not win the title, even though she did technically win the match. In addition to that, General Manager of SmackDown Live Paige has officially announced that this Tuesday on SmackDown Live, there will be a rematch between Charlotte and Becky Lynch, where Charlotte will be able to get a rematch for the title. But anyways, we have Asuka and Naomi versus the Iconics in Billie Kay and Peyton Royce in a tag team match. And Billie Kay and Peyton Royce, the Iconics, came out victorious. I'm actually shocked about this one. I really didn't expect them to pick up the win in this match, but they really did prove themselves tonight to me. Then we have New Day versus The Bar in a tag team match for the SmackDown tag titles, in which New Day retained the championships, which is absolutely amazing. And that is so cool, because in a way I was pushing towards having The Bar win, to be honest with you, but New Day I think New Day needed to win that match in a way, because of the way that the match was progressing and how everything went about on SmackDown Live and all that. So I think New Day needed to win that match. However, I do think New Day should let others have the title, because they've had the title a lot. Then we had Cedric Alexander defending the Cruiserweight title against Buddy Murphy in a singles match, in which ended in us having a new Cruiserweight champion in Buddy Murphy, which, I mean, I can't complain about, because Buddy Murphy is a heck of an athlete, but so is Cedric Alexander. So Buddy Murphy is going to be our new champion, but it's still kudos to Cedric. Then we have AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe in a no DQ, no countout match for the WWE Championship, in which AJ Styles successfully retained the WWE Championship, which means at Crown Jewel, it will be either him versus The Miz or Daniel Bryan, depending on who wins in a later match, which I'll get to in a few minutes. But we also had Bella Twins and Ronda Rousey versus the Riot Squad in Ruby Riott, Sarah Logan, and Liv Morgan in a 6-woman tag team match in which Ronda Rousey and the Bella Twins picked up the win. Then we had the Shield represented by Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, and Roman Reigns against Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre in a 6-man tag team match in which the Shield picked up the win, which is pretty good for the Shield. Then we had Bobby Lashley and John Cena versus Kevin Owens and Elias in a tag team match, in which Bobby Lashley and John Cena picked up the win, which was really not much of a shocker to me because of John Cena being a part of the match. And then we had Daniel Bryan versus The Miz in a singles match for the number 1 contender for the WWE title, whom will face AJ Styles at Crown Jewel. And the winner of the match was Daniel Bryan, in which makes the match Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles for the WWE Championship at Crown Jewel. Then, lastly, we had Triple H versus The Undertaker in a singles match. The Undertaker had his brother, the Destruction Brother, in his corner, Kane, and Triple H had his best friend, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, in his corner. The match was an epic match in which Triple H picked up the win. They did have a little bit of showing of respect between all 4 competitors after the match. And then The Undertaker and Kane both attacked both members of D-Generation X in Triple H and Shawn Michaels. So, which makes me lead to the question that this could be setting up a potential match between the Brothers of Destruction and D-Generation X. In which case, I could possibly see it happening at Crown Jewel, or possibly even at this year's WrestleMania, or even further out. I don't know how closely it will be, but more likely I'm seeing Crown Jewel probably. Anyways, this pay-per-view was, in my personal opinion, was an okay, decent pay-per-view. It could have been a little bit better. A lot of the matches were okay, but in my personal opinion, they could have been better. But let's get into meeting the new member of the family that I was talking about yesterday. I actually had Lilith for a little while. I just didn't get the chance to show you guys her yet and tell you guys about her. But I got Lilith through PetSmart, like I got Rockstar. But she was at the Harrisburg Dairy Street PetSmart, and I picked her up there. But this particular guinea pig, his name is Maui, and I found him on Craigslist, and I'd messaged the woman about him, and she wrote back. I was shocked she did write back, because a lot of the times when I found stuff on Craigslist or whatever, I would write them and then never get a reply back. But anyways, she wrote me back pretty much very soon, and we were talking back and forth, and I said, I'm very much interested in your guinea pig that you have listed and all that. And she said about, well, he's absolutely free in a homemade cage that me and all them and my husband and I made. I was like, oh, well, okay. And at first I thought, okay, well, she's pulling my strings, okay. And then I said, well, I could meet up tomorrow. I'm really interested in him. And she said about, well, I really would prefer to meet you up today. So my stepfather, Shane, at this time was already at work. And I personally do not have a driver's license yet, so I didn't have no way to get there. So I told her that. And she said, well, I live in Harrisburg as well, and so I can drop him off. I'm like, okay. So I gave her my address, and obviously my mom stood outside with me, because when you meet someone from like Craigslist or whatever, you don't know what you're gonna get or whatever. And her husband came with her, which I can understand that as well, because you don't know what you're gonna get when you're Craigslist. Anyways, so she arrived, and we officially met Maui. I fell in love with her. And she did give me the cage that he came with and some other supplies and all that for him. She was such a sweet lady. Her name is Danielle. She was such a sweet lady, let me tell you. She pretty much went out on her way to pretty much bring Maui to me. And that was something so sweet. And she seemed like a down-to-earth woman. So she was really, really sweet. And then, so I pretty much slept with him in my room like I do all my other animals. Overnight, I didn't want to like spook him or scare him by like, here's the camera, right away. And then I got him into a smaller cage because the cage that she had gotten or given to me was humongous, like huge, which I am going to keep because obviously she gave it to me and that's pretty much his cage and all that. I'm going to keep it for when I clean them or whatever, and they can go in there. Also, I'm going to keep it because I never know, maybe down the line I might need it, so who knows. But she also gave me some supplies like treats and food and all that. Like, I wasn't expecting that because on the ad it said guinea pig, male guinea pig, with homemade cage. It didn't say anything else about it. It just said free male guinea pig homemade cage. That's all. So I was like, okay, well, I have all the supplies that I need here. I don't really need anything. But she came and she gave me like a basket full of guinea pig stuff and all that. So she was really like beyond sweet, beyond caring and all that. And she said the reason why she's giving him up is because she couldn't really take care of him anymore. Because she said she's getting up there in age, and so she said she just can't handle it anymore. Because she said I'm getting older. She said my husband's older now. She said we have a son, but he's kind of out doing his own thing. But so she said she wanted to make sure that someone was going to be able to take care of him. And so finally, here's the time to meet Maui. He's 11 months old. Trying to get you guys in the light. Hold on. I might try to see if he'll come to me. Oh, baby. Don't fall out. But I'm gonna see if you can say hello. Nope, sorry guys, he's still getting a little bit used to the fans, and used to everybody. But Maui is the new member of the family. We also still have Allie and Casper and all the other gangs. We just had to rearrange the room a little bit. Blade's in there, Rocky's in there, there's Pennywise, Lily's down there, and there's Dom. So the whole fam is here, and I think I can proudly say now that everybody's here. The guinea pigs are here, and the pets and all that are here. It's time to hang our hat up right now with animals. Because right now, if you calculate all the animals that we have a grand total of 8 animals, which that's a lot of animals. So I think I'm done with getting new guinea pigs and all that right now. So you guys met all of my animals now. If you guys would like to do another animal vlog down the line, I will definitely be open to doing that. Now, it's going to be kind of a little bit difficult because some of them don't get along. But still, everybody met Maui. Everybody knows all the fams now. And so we're going to end this one out. Next Wednesday's video of the week will be Walking Dead season 1 or season 9. I'm sorry. What am I thinking? Season 1, season 9, episode 1 coverage. You guys will not want to miss that. Have a great day. Peace, and thank you guys for watching. Bye.